orders are as follows. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our Starfield playthrough, where last left off we helped Kelton with his tree problem. I'm gonna have first a conversation with him, see if...
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself.
Okay. So I don't need...
Findings are alarming.
So I don't need to wait a bit more longer, right? Checking on Kelton later. Yeah. Now, we do have brownouts in the well, and I do have keeping the peace. So I'm gonna select this one. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it in the Mast district? Looks like it is. But it is on the lower ground. Ah. Let me guess, it's gonna be take a lift? Yes, it is. Damn, okay, defense research. There's a lot of levels out here. Okay. Let's get here.
I have something I need to discuss with you. Something you need?
I mean, you said you wanted to discuss with me something. Can you get out of the elevator? By any chance? There we go. So you don't have that conversation in the elevator.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Bactera.
Damn.
When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
I mean, I heard visions, heard me sounds and music. It's kind of difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
Huh. I don't know if I felt powerful. I would say, like, my mind and body were out of sync.
That's an interesting reaction. But I suppose it shouldn't surprise me. When dealing with the artifacts, common sense tends to go right out the window.
Why didn't you bring this up back at the lodge then?
Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience.
We can flirt. Yeah, I know there's some romance around here, and I think you can back off at some point and whatnot. And since, I mean, I kind of like that she was in a band and all that. It kind of gives me a bit more like rebel type. So yeah, I want to share all my personal experience with you.
Oh, well, I enjoy hearing about them. Professionally, of course. Either way, we need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
What do you mean exactly when you say it spoke to me?
Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language.
I mean, yeah, that's not far-fetched. If you think about it, like sounds, I believe even math is considered like a form of communication. And you can relate information through. And I'm not referring like 2 + 2 = 4 and all that. Like in a bit more higher way. But Yeah, even if we could answer, what would we say?
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'd think after years of gathering data about the artifacts, I'd have the perfect answer to that. But I haven't the faintest idea.
Is this the only project you've been working on at Constellation?
No, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources. But I have classified the artifacts as a priority project.
And what sort of data have you gathered?
Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories.
Maybe you're not getting enough support from your colleagues.
No, that's not it at all. Solving a mystery like this, it's an explorer's dream. Believe me, they're all as driven as I am to find an answer.
I mean, right. Then we get to the bottom of this mystery together.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Okay, so that was out of the blue. And looks like potentially we're gonna have some other companions as well. That means... where was it? So that's it with the activities. Nothing else opened up. What do we have around here? Authorized personnel only. There's the agent.
Engineering is going to need to run those numbers again.
Yes?
Hello.
Don't think there's anything in these supply shelves. This looks like an interrogation room. Yep. There's the agent. Before we talk with him, I'm gonna look around these other areas. I see boxes that I might potentially check to see if there's up to snuff, you know? Coffee bag. It's just crafting. I think I'm fine with it for now.
I'm, pretty sure you weren't supposed to take that.
Can I close? Yeah, close it. I just took ammunition. I'm not gonna take the gun because I already have it. As long as they don't see me, I'm fine with it. I wanna make sure I'm okay with ammunition. This one is opened. Yoink.
There are so many different groups across the settled systems, it's hard to keep up with all the work they're doing.
Yoink. Close it. Ah, really? You're gonna... My friend will be... Are you using him at... Damn. Sarah, you scared me. Don't tell me you're using that as a guinea pig. Come on, guys. Really? And unfortunately, here,
Good to see
I don't
you
think
again.
I can...
Quite the lab, huh? The UC spares no expense.
Wait, did I meet you before?
Back in the lab. Quiet, safe, secure. Just how I like it.
Don't think I met him. What's your field of study?
The short answer is xenobiology, but I get that that's a pretty broad category. My specialty is alien flora, but as a lead, I managed pretty much every department on the station. Maybe now that I'm here, I'll go back to my roots, so to speak.
And what are your thoughts on New Atlantis?
It's home. It doesn't matter how long I've been away, that will never change. Now, this lab will take some getting used to. Sometimes I go looking for the bathroom and end up in the storage closet.
You seem to be settling in.
Yeah, it's nice being in a lab again, and the facilities here at MAST are the best in the galaxy. The only thing I don't have is my research slate. The thought of having to start over from scratch, well, I feel like Sisyphus pushing his boulder up the hill.
What was on the data slate?
Xenobiological stuff on the flora we grew in the facility. We made regular jumps to MAST, so thankfully I don't need all of it, just my most recent notes.
And how hard will it be if you start over?
Have you ever lost a document because you forgot to save? It takes twice the mental energy to rewrite it. You remember the basic idea, but there's no inspiration behind it. You're trying to pick up a memory that you told yourself was safe to forget.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm with you on that side. Happened a couple of times for me, and pretty sure for everyone else as well.
Oh, great. I'll give you the coordinates to the station. It orbits Voss in the Alpha Centauri system, so it won't be too far of a jump. Just be careful. I don't know if those zealots are still there. If they are, definitely do not engage.
Alright.
Another time, then.
So is this just an activity then? Not the full quest? Alright. I guess so. What about you?
We're on the
Apsana?
cutting edge of technology here. It's an exciting place to be.
Right. No extra conversation. Okay, let's have the chat with the agent and see what's this about.
Pardon.
I'm afraid I hope you're not here to report something. If you are, it means you've seen far too much.
What is it you do here?
I'm the acting head of Aegis, the intelligence division here in MAST. I oversee all our active projects and agents in the field, and I'm afraid that's about as much detail as I can give you.
Fair enough. What can you tell me about Aegis?
All you really need to know is that we're here to serve and we're the good guys. Our main priority is the safety and security of the citizens and assets of the United Colonies, wherever they may be. We keep an eye on, well, everything.
Well, you're not doing a pretty good job. Mauricio just took all your ammunition around. But yeah, I was about to say, any agency that feels they need to point out they're the good guys usually aren't. So, but this is basically spy work, right?
That is a word that has been used, both for good and ill, to describe us at times.
And how many agents do you have working for you?
That's a level of detail I can't get into. Don't worry, we've got plenty of good people working hard. Well, you're certainly entitled to that opinion, and there are plenty of others who share it. We'll be looking out for you just the same.
Well, you can try. And what's Aegis?
We're the intelligence arm of the United Colonies. Think of it this way. UC Security responds to threats. It's Aegis's job to anticipate and prevent them.
Uh-huh. And your name is really Plato, or is just a call sign?
No. My parents would never have been so presumptuous. Every agent who joins Aegis gets to choose a pseudonym, pending approval, of course. I chose this for myself when I signed on. I have, of course, since learned that I am not nearly as smart as I thought I was as a younger man. I suppose none of us are.
Well, okay, that's actually a good point as well. Because you learn every day anyway. And if you get behind, way too behind, then yeah, makes sense. Right, but I was asked by UC Security to pick something up.
Ah, right. You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
Thank you. I guess.
Oh, it wasn't a compliment. Just an observation. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
What do you mean the location's being compromised?
We think non-UC affiliated groups have their eye on it, and are using it to identify field agents. Normally, we just burn the location, but we didn't get this intel until after the drop. So we're going to need non-Aegis personnel to do the pickup to cover our tracks.
I'm looking at this in this way. You need disposable assets that doesn't hurt your organization.
Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail.
All right. Where's the pickup?
Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
Yeah. You mean the same gold bank ATMs that I checked in the previous episode? All right. I don't suppose you can tell me what's in the package, right?
You really should know better than to ask for classified intel. What is this, your first day on the job? Don't worry, I'm just giving you a hard time. I still can't tell you what's in the package, though.
Fair enough.
Good luck with the mission.
Should be easy enough, right?
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Net station. I mean, it's relatively 2 steps away. And I don't suppose, yeah, these ATMs have been all hacked. No surprises? Well, I'm kinda surprised. Anyone else that has a bit more...
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Good to know. I didn't have Sarah with me when we first talked with Yumi. Let's see if there's any extra conversation. Where are we going, Sarah?
Sarah, good to see you. Listen, I smoothed over that incident between Matteo and Rosa at the Sanctum. Looks like you got some finds to clear up. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
What? What do you mean? What's going on here?
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information.
Whoa. Is this about... I don't know, I have a bounty. Is this about the bounty or about the package?
We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force.
Okay, sure.
Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
Did I miss the memo about clothes being optional today?
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Ah.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
Is this because of the quest?
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
I can't move, so there's a lot of stuff that's been taken from me. I can wear that, sure. I don't think I lost any of the weapons. Helmet is fine, but I lost the suit that gave me camouflage. And quite a bit of ammunition was taken from me. I still have the key card. Okay, weird.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Who are you?
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now.
This doesn't look like the local jail.
Highly perceptive. Let me add that to your list of skills. Speaking of which, let's see what we're working with here. Says here you spent some time as a diplomat. That isn't quite what we do around here, but still, having a way with words might prove useful. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
Well, I bet my shoe size isn't in your records.
Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do?
Could you start by telling me what UC SysDef means?
United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do?
Well, why don't you tell me?
UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
Can you tell me more about the Crimson Fleet?
Are we really playing this game?
Yes.
The pirates. Like the ones you tangled with on Vectera? Please stop pretending you have no idea what I'm talking about.
That was not exactly the question I was thinking of, but sure. What type of big picture stuff does the UC Navy handle?
On the books, they maintain combat-ready spaceborne forces to deter aggression and ensure the safety of the United Colonies. What all that fancy claptrap means is that they're the ones who fight in the wars to keep our territories secure.
Well, I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we'll have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
Why don't... I would suppose there's gonna be a lot of casualties if I ask this, but why can't the UC send in their armada to wipe out the Crimson Fleet? Do they really have that many ships, or by sending a large fleet, you leave yourself exposed to other threats?
If the military rolls in and attacks the Crimson Fleet, we'd have a full-scale war on our hands. That means losses, heavy losses, that the United Colonies can't afford.
So you want me to risk my neck and go undercover for you?
Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDef, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
Okay. What's in it for me then, if I work with SysDef?
Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any cost that the operation will incur. Or, you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached.
I mean, I didn't realize coercion was part of the Code of Ethics.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
How do you know I can even handle this type of operation?
If I didn't think you had a chance, I would have left you in lockup. You're just going to have to follow your instincts and trust me.
And do I have to decide right now?
You aren't leaving until I have an answer.
Wonderful, yeah, I don't have the option to just exit conversation. So, looks like we can either accept, which I'm thinking of accepting. Maybe I can find my stuff with them trusting me, or they can just kick me off the ship. Kind of want my my stuff back, especially the one with the camouflage, my suit. Or I'm thinking if we get thrown into jail, then yeah, I might need to blast my way out. Sure, I mean...
Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Oh, I don't plan on leaving my ship. Leaving the ship, that is. I need my stuff back. Where is Sarah? Because she made a comment about...
Alright, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gotta be the commander's new mole, huh? Going in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. Got a lot of guts. Still...
Okay, blah blah blah, whatever. Break protocols. Ensure the security, okay. Nothing interesting. I need my stuff back. Where is the...
Like the one about how
where's the case with my stuff?
by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then
I had stuff there. Ah! Interesting that I stumbled upon this. So I'm gonna play a bit of spy, but... Where is my stuff? Where did you leave it? I wanna get my stuff back. Ah, crying aloud.
Howdy.
You don't have...
Go on. I wouldn't leave the commander waiting.
Yeah, screw that. Where's my stuff? That's what I want to know. Hey, funny enough, it doesn't show that I'm stealing from here, which gives me hope. That'll get a bit of crafting materials.
Yes. What?
Cargo bay. Okay, I need a computer to unlock there. It's not happening. Okay, go. Go. Move.
Get out of line and I'll put you down. Clear?
Yeah, sure. Where's the stolen items locker? The items that you took off me.
Hey.
Hello. Docking port computer. I'm not gonna start messing with that.
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Thank you. Okay. No, he was still delivered the package to Sergeant Yumi, so it's not part of keeping the peace. It's entirely different. Can I think I can use this. That's occupied. So my ship is in docking port 1. Not sure what's in the other one, but I can't open it, which I assume this is. No, docking port 1.
Excuse me.
4. Right? So is this here, this door. Okay. Only one option. Go on the lift. Coffee bag.
Howdy.
Cool. Where's my stuff? Seriously.
Okay. Hello.
That's what I care about. Nothing else. Okay, slightly increase range. Don't mind if I get that one. Okay, apparently I can get the uniform. I have a feeling that pilot operation, piracy smuggling, and then some fleet tactics. Use the guerrilla tactics. They use the element of surprise to their advantage, grab jumping and quickly striking the targets. Right. Personnel documents. Okay. Nothing really of interest over there.
Pardon.
Oh, is that Chung's apple? Yeah, sure, I'll take the coffee bags because apparently I can take them freely. I guess they say like, oh, we took your a really good spacesuit and yeah, you can have these coffee bags without us going crazy that you're taking it. So he's there.
Excuse me.
Cadet,
Yes,
recruit.
Yes?
Anyone else that has... It's named? You
Now's
are.
not the time. We'll speak after you've been briefed by Commander Ikande.
Sure.
Hey.
Server room. If I lost my things that I got,
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
I swear, I'm gonna be real angry if I can't get my items back.
Hello.
Might have stars. Okay, that's literally the exit. So there's like 3 guys we can talk, with the commander included.
Okay, hello.
Okay. Let's talk.
There you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
I can literally go guns blazing. So where are we located right now?
We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily.
I mean, impressive ship, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Well, get me in a room with them, and I'll talk them into anything.
Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
Aurora?
Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon, a city on Volai. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking at some serious fines.
And where did you get the contraband?
That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest of their life in prison.
I mean, she can probably sniff out a narc from a sector away.
That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
So, why exactly gather evidence?
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
That's a lot to absorb.
We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
What if I get in over my head?
Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
Can you explain it then?
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
And what do you mean exactly stray too far off the path?
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
I can't make any promises.
I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Can you tell me more about my expected behavior as an agent?
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place.
Okay, and now I have an option because of the trait. I picked the Neon Street Rat. Well, never had a problem doing what I had to do to survive.
As long as you can distinguish between surviving and thriving, you'll do just fine. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's gonna be the case. So you didn't need to simplify for me. What happens if I get arrested while I'm undercover?
For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines.
Okay. Any other information about Bowden?
All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got.
And how will I maintain contact with you?
That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Okay.
You have your orders.
Thank you, I guess.
Excuse me.
You haven't told me
Yes,
where's the
what?
stuff that you took from me.
Hey.
Crying out loud. Hey, can we talk now?
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Okay, you don't want to talk. Where's your second in command then?
Yes?
Where did she go?
Hello.
It's not you. It's not you.
Howdy.
Derp. She's right here.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
So what do you need physical evidence?
Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find.
And what if I can't find anything?
I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess.
That's if I'm accepted into the Crimson Fleet.
You better make it, because Commander Akande cashed in all his chips to get this operation off the ground. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
Oh, and I have an option. Security. If there's any incriminating data out there, I'll find it.
For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
And now apparently I can speak with Kelton Thrush. Anyway, you feel like talking about it?
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
I mean, I'll bring you as much evidence as I can find.
That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Well, why would you be paying credits during a military operation?
Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you? And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So, if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation.
Okay. That's very generous.
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Okay. What if I get caught with a container of Aurora in my cargo hold?
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned.
Gotcha.
Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Uh-huh. And what's going to happen to the people you arrest?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you.
And every other report you've been assigned.
You sure you don't feel like discussing your personal experience with the fleet?
Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job.
I mean, if something's on your mind, it will make you feel better to get it out into the open.
Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay?
Okay, another time.
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
And yes, I know that's a bit of a privacy breach, but I'm just curious. So I want to see both sides of the story. At least I have one spacesuit with me. Oh, but you took my... Right, we're gonna wear this one. Then they took my security item as well. Yeah, because that one was stolen. Digipics, at least some of them are okay. Surprised I still have this key. UC security card.
That's a Freestar system.
Are you telling me I was talking with these guys naked?
It depends. But the name on our chest says UC, and given the FC...
Right. I know I'm going the opposite direction, but I want to see if I can.
Pardon.
Can I see
Yes?
it? No. Damn. Is there by any chance I can
Excuse me.
recover
Hey.
my stuff back? No? Really? Okay, jump seat, sure. Come on. So are you telling me that the stuff that they get off you are lost forever?
Putting a vessel
I don't know
memories.
how I feel about that, to be honest.
Hello?
Okay. Still can talk?
Oh,
Yeah, we can.
hello. I don't think we've met. Are you by chance new here?
Yeah. Just recruited.
Are Babri, you're that dangerous ex-convict everyone's been talking about.
What?
Well, don't worry. I'm not scared of you. My godmother was a member of the Strikers gang, and you're not even half as scary as her. My name is Javanta. I'm an ensign with the maintenance and robotics team. And just between you and me, I don't think you're dangerous. Do you?
Well, strikers, huh? I'm from Neon myself.
Are you really? Oh, what a coincidence! Do you miss home at all? I need to go back the next time I get shore leave. Anyway, it was very nice to meet you. If you want to talk some more, I will be here.
Yeah. I'm curious. Why did you join SysDef?
It's a good question. It was what you'd call a minor moral crisis. I wasn't happy with my old job at Drone. I felt like my life was on an assembly line. Everything was about profit, and nothing had any real meaning. But then it occurred to me, if I'm so miserable, I could just leave. So one day I just did. SysDef is far from perfect, but our goal is noble. I can sleep soundly knowing my work will be for a cause that is just.
And what are your duties here on the ship?
Oh, I'm part of the maintenance team that makes sure the Vigilance is operating smoothly. On the robotic side, I take care of the Model A's on the ship and make sure they're treated with respect and dignity. They are people, after all, just like us. Pretty much. It got so bad I had to dust off with half the ship dangling parts.
Have you seen robots abused and mistreated?
Not here. But at Drone, clients would come in and bring their robots for maintenance. And the condition these robots were in was appalling. Not to mention the way they were talked down to. Personally, I think the way you treat your robots says a lot about you.
I mean, agreed. We should treat robots the same way we treat all living things. I mean, we have the relation with Vasco, still at the start, but we're trying to be a bit more casual, or hopefully we can teach him.
See? I knew there was something I liked about you. Machines are very dear to me. Think of it this way. How can we expect a robot to fight by our side if we won't fight for their right to exist? So I always do my best to treat them as my equals.
Is there anything you want to know about me?
Oh, I have so many questions. That is not enough time to ask them all. But I will be respectful of your criminal history as it is in the past. We must look forward. Instead, I will ask you a very simple question. Are you a morning, afternoon, or night person?
Damn. I don't really like labels. I feel they're too constricting. I don't know where this would go if I choose it. Seems a bit weird to say this for this question. I mean, I'm looking at this as when would I prefer to wake up more often. But I guess, sure, I'm a morning person.
Me too! I love waking up bright and early.
I mean, that's probably not unusual for a military vessel.
Yes, but I like getting up before even the personnel, when I have the coffee maker all to myself.
Ha.
But the thing I like best is the quiet. When I can look out into space and see the whole galaxy is asleep. When it's that quiet, the only noise you hear is from the Vigilance itself. In fact, we keep each other company when the world is too busy snoring in their beds. It makes it so the mornings are just for us.
All right.
All right, then.
Thank you for the conversation. So I guess this is it then. Those items are lost. God damn it. Because yeah, I'm not seeing any some medkits over there. Sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other container or whatnot.
Yes. What?
Could double check on the brig
hello.
again if need be. This is already open. There's
Do you
Vasco.
require my assistance?
If you can track my items that were taken from me. Can I use these ones by any chance? I'll do a double check on the brig.
Hello.
This requires computer, but I don't know from where. Storage. Yeah. I have a feeling it's there that I can find my items.
Hello.
So which computer will it be then?
As a former convict?
Because it's not this one. Don't
You've
have
seen
the
the
options.
inside of a cell. Stay out of mine and we'll get along just fine.
Can you point me out
Howdy.
which computer I can use? Could be this one here, which I can't access because it's this door here.
My family's all in the UC Navy, but being SysDef, I got bragging rights.
Let's open with computer, and it's not there. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. I'll try to remember. Maybe when we come back here at some point I can access that, and my items are still gonna be there. If not, I guess we're gonna stay with this one that I have, and I'm not gonna bother with the hat. I'm gonna wear that one. Okay, so search for evidence. Proceed to Cydonia. I still need to deliver the package, and we still need to talk with Kelton.
Hi.
Let's go.
Please disregard. I attempted and return soon.
Yeah, will do.
Captain?
So it's nice to see we have Sam
Appreciate the
here.
lift.
Anything
I
interesting
found some
for me?
stuff. Nothing too exciting, but it's yours.
What did you find? Okay, some crafting materials, right?
Dad and I
Laura?
will be riding passenger with you. The most boring job in space travel.
Do you and your dad really go everywhere together?
Yup. I've been his co-pilot since I was old enough to read a map. He lets me fly sometimes, and fix things aboard, and use the intercom and everything. I just have to promise not to complain about having to stay aboard the ship when we're somewhere dangerous. Dad says when I'm older, he'll teach me how to use a pistol, and once I'm a good enough shot, I can go with him anywhere. I can't wait to get older.
Yeah?
So, Miss stay up late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe, and where his stargazing landed him.
Aquila's a fun place. Just keep your sidearm at the ready is what Dad always says.
Yeah, I got it. Do you like traveling with your dad?
It's the best. I met another kid my age who hadn't been on a starship once. Not even once! Same boring old planet for like years. She didn't even know how to replace a phase manifold. Can you imagine?
I mean, if she hadn't been dealing with ships, of course, makes sense. You know, that you don't know stuff. It's the same if you don't have a car. Of course, you're not gonna know how to, check the engine, replace parts and whatnot. If you're dealing with cars all your life, of course you're gonna know. So, yeah, makes sense. What do you do on board then?
I read. I look around the ship, but no touching. Dad lets me do all sorts of stuff on his ship. But he said I have to be respectful on your ship. But I could try to fix things if you ask. Hint, hint. You can ask. I promise I'll be good.
I don't have the options, but just out of sheer curiosity, I want to let her fix things. Maybe she will do a good job. If not,
hello?
what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. Like you and Dad, really. But hopefully not as crazy as your travels. I thought Dad's were exciting. But yours? Brr. Bye.
Sure. Nice chatting.
What can
Sarah?
I help you with? Yes? Ask whatever you'd like.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
For now. I do hope I still have my stuff in the cargo hold. Right, so still have to deliver the package, which means I need to go back to Alpha Centauri. So this was unexpected. I said I was gonna do the one for Yumi, the quest and whatnot. Yeah, level 100. Got it. On the ship. Maybe you can do something to it once you get close to that level. Who knows? But then you have different ships around here. So we can dock. Cool, whatever. Let's... Okay. That finishes Phobos. So we do need to go literally right next door, actually. You know what? I'm gonna travel to Deimos. Let's scan that really quick. But yeah, I did not expect this. So I'm still curious what exactly prompted this, if this is part of main story or not. Okay, that 49% surveyed here. Mercury's over there. Let's go over there, back to Alpha Centauri. Where, yeah, we're gonna have...
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Okay, they said they're not gonna find it.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Nice. Yeah, don't mind if I do. So would be commercial. I just land. I suppose this is the starport.
So, were you eating at the Sagebrook, or is it just a quick snap from the Terra Brew?
Whichever you want. It's a weird question. All of a sudden. Anyway, let me just deliver this to Yumi, and then... Oh, I'm overcumbered. Ah, yes. Because my weapons are weighing max weight. That's why. Which means... Yeah, I'm over half way. We have the next kill. Alright,
How's the
Yumi.
investigation going?
We have to talk.
Still have questions? Go ahead and ask.
What the hell was that? But anyway, I got your package.
Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
Well, it's a good way to find people with initiative.
Oh yeah. Once I had a recruit who was basically bred to be UC security. I mean, his favorite book was our training manual. He knew every rule, every procedure, and on top of that was a pinpoint marksman. But he lacked exactly what you are talking about. Initiative. He ended up transferring to a desk job after a year. Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Thank you, I guess.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
Okay, mission updated. How are the day-to-day operations going?
It's a lot of work, as always. People like to say, New Atlantis is the safest city in the settled systems. How hard could your job be? Well, safety doesn't happen by accident. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people.
Any other work that I can do?
I've got nothing at the moment, but come back later, and I might have something for you.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, it's the same question. What the hell was that? You could have warned me. There is stolen items locker over here, but it's export, which I don't have, if my memory serves, right? Yeah, I need 1 skill point, and I need to finish the challenge. Okay, so we still have the brownouts here. We need to speak with Kelton Flush. So I'm gonna select that one, then probably explore the well a bit more. And also investigate the brownouts. Oh no, is there any chance you have another loot of this?
I desire no company.
Yeah.
Leave.
And we have that interesting person over there. This is export. Export.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP, an A&B, B&E, or heaven forbid, an MS.
Yeah, all that. Got it. Yep, unfortunately there's nothing I can take from here because I already took it. Wonderful. Some turkey over there, you can have that. And yeah. Alrighty then. I'm gonna leave it here for this episode and continue next time, where We'll see what Kelton has to say. And then, of course, keep an eye out for any more lockpicks. We'll have those available. And yeah, and then it's gonna be the brownouts in the well. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, don't forget to take care.